Alrighty guys, welcome back. I've been editing most of the day, but I figure I'm done driving for the day, so this stuff's supposed to cure for 24 hours. Number 4 right there. But I just got done driving it, so it's hot, so I'm sure it'll be fine by tomorrow. But I'm gonna try to get under there and I'm gonna use this goofy tool. Let's see if, oh, whoops, my phone slipped. But anyways, I'm gonna use this goofy tool and see if I can't get these 3 bolts off and put some of that. It's not a bad leak, but I think this will seal it up. I can just kind of hear it, that, you know, that exhaust tick noise that you get when they're not sealing. So I gotta make this thing do some yoga and somehow do something like that, and then twist this up and sneak it under there. So try to get you a shot. Okay, this might be a little goofy. I'm gonna try to hold. I can't even see what I'm gripping back there. I don't even know if it has a head on it, honestly. Let me just try it without it. I don't even think it goes on there deep enough. No. Little piece of junk. Okay, let's try it this way. That's not going to work because it wants to rotate like an egg. Okay, let me give it a different approach. You know, I bought that goofy tool and I've tried to use it 3 or 4 different times and I don't think I've used it once. Now maybe I can grab the back side, whatever it is. Okay. There's one. And that's still pretty hot. Okay. Try to sharpen this feller up. I might have to bust out the belt sander. Denatured alcohol here. I'm just gonna rub some of that on there just to give it the best chance to stick. Okay, so we got that. We got this stuff, so it gives you a little pokey thing to poke the hole. I'm sure you guys all knew that, right? Silicone, all these things that come like this usually give you a poke thing to open up the end. Okay, what a joke. Try this real quick. Oh, look at that. That's actually not too bad. Can you guys see that? Looks like I got a little... Oh, no. That was the wrong spot. Oh, I'm gonna ruin this rag. I guess. Just gotta try to hold it back until I can get a bolt in there. 2 or 3. I hope you guys can see what I'm doing. 1. Come on, baby. And these are square heads. Okay. It says to like put it on there, and then I think it says to wait an hour and then come back and torque it. Why won't you throw it on there, you bastard? Come on. Alright, I ran it back and forth, in and out, a couple times with some PB Blaster on it, so there's no reason why it shouldn't work now. Should be able to do it by freaking hand. I'm gonna try that. That one's not tight, and yeah, that one's not tight. Okay, so I think I followed the instructions pretty well. Almost like I can read. I just can't pinch. Wow, you are a frustrating one. I guess I don't really need to go any tighter for right now, but I think I'm going to take this one off and do the same thing to it. If I can get it off. Probably not. Why won't you? Okay. That little bit I can't even get the whole thing on there cross-threaded or what? God, it's 3 bolts. What the hell? Man. Wow, I don't think I've ever had 3 bolts kick my ass that hard before. You guys like my crescent wrench? See? Crescent wrench. Okay. What was happening as I was trying to thread this in and out, it was getting so damn hot, it was expanding the freaking bolt or the nut or both, and it just didn't want to. And now you don't want to even start? Is that what I'm led to believe here? What is going on? I just had this working 2 seconds ago over there in the garage. There we go. Okay, so it goes that way. Well, hell, it's probably been long enough by now that I can just go ahead and torque the bastard. And by torque it, we just mean as tight as you can get it without breaking the bolts, right? That's the correct torque. Is that what you guys do? Okay, is that the right way? Nope. Okay. I think this does 70 foot-pounds. That's why it's so damn slow, because it's torquey. But, alright, I'll start it up tomorrow, and we'll know if it worked. So I got to this point in the editing, and there's a clip missing. So I didn't even show you guys what I was doing the other day. The part you guys just saw was where I pulled these screw heads out and painted them gray. And that was an idea that Cody Waldron had, and he mentioned it, and I was like, yeah, that sounds really cool, I'm gonna do it. And I kept forgetting, and then he brought it up again, and I was like, alright, I'll really try to remember. So I did, and then the clip just disappeared. But anyways, that's what all that was. Pretty cool, huh? Good idea, Cody. Thanks. Alright, so it's been 24 hours or so. I'm gonna start this thing up and see if the exhaust sounds any different. Gotta give her some gas. I think it's a little quieter. Idle's really low when it's cold. It's weird when I come out here and it's 90 plus degrees out. The thing will fire right up and idle. I mean, I'm not touching it now, but I think it's 80 degrees out right now. I was trying to clean these panels off to show off the screw heads, because all the dust sticks to them because of the texture. And yeah, don't use microfiber on that. I ended up having to take like a toothbrush and some cleaner and kind of scrub it down, and then took a cotton shirt and wipe it off, but that did pretty good. Yeah, that seems quieter. Here, I'll hold the phone down there. I think you can almost hear the sound of the header now without that exhaust leak. Pretty cool. Here's one of those sunsets with Saguaro. Anyway, I just decided to take her around the block, see if she sounded any different. It does sound a little different. Check this out. There's like, I think this used to be like agricultural land or farmland or whatever. There's like a little canal there, and there's one right there. Kind of cool. Unless it's at night and it just looks like dirt, and you go to get over to that road, you go in the damn ditch. That would suck. I'm sure people have done it. Can't even hardly see it. Pretty sure this is one of those roads with like a ridiculously low speed limit. I don't even know what it is. It doesn't have any signs. Look at all them Saguaros. Look at that one. That one's got an arm drawn out of the ground, basically. wagon. There's a bunch of them. Going too fast. What the hell is that noise back there? Anybody hear that? That's gotta be the soft top, right? There's a reservoir for when it rains. Yeah, check this out. If you just keep going straight, you head right into oncoming traffic, so not a good idea. Here's those little wagon things. I was just going up this road here. There's a truck with a car in front of it with the hood up, and so I turned around up by that stoplight and asked them if they needed anything, but it looks like they got it under control. I don't think they spoke very good English. Alright guys, I think I'm going to switch it up a little bit. Everything's been pretty frustrating so far on this video, between the exhaust and the tie rod, trying to get all, everything was just like frozen. But I think I got that good. It's towed in about 1/8 of an inch, best I can tell at least. So I think I'm going to go back to cosmetic stuff and probably start on the rear, like the tailgate, since we've already seen the quarter panel and the side stuff recently. So I'll get going on that here. I did want to mention, if anybody likes these shirts, if you want to get one, they are available. So before I started working on the Samurai, I tried to get rich by making an Etsy store, but don't do that unless you've got a ton of time on your hands. And I don't know, it is actually a really cool idea. If you don't know what print on demand is, it's basically where you can have a business, and in this case it's run through Etsy. They're the ones that would actually display your product and stuff, and if somebody decides to buy it, then that gets routed straight through Etsy to your print provider. They print the shirt and mail it to the customer, so you never have to even physically like touch the product. I mean, I bought a couple of these just to test the quality of the shirts and stuff, but that's, I think, why it's so appealing to people, because it costs next to nothing to get going, and if it takes off, you can make a lot of money. There's plenty of people on YouTube that's the other thing. You can find every bit of what you need to know on YouTube. So it's basically free training. The store is almost free. I don't think it costs anything to get set up. And then every product you list, I think they charge 20 cents, and it's good for, it'll stay listed for like 3 months. And then every time you sell one, I think they recharge that fee, which, I mean, so for 20 bucks you can list 100 items, so that's next to nothing. And then they do take like a percentage. I think it's like 6%, and then there's other, I think it's close to 10% after it's all said and done. And then Printify seems to like charge quite a bit with their shipping, so that really eats into the profit. But if you can sell a lot of stuff on there, you make good money. So that's why I wanted to try it, and I spent quite a bit of time on it. I made like over 100 products, because the more you do, the more they'll kind of promote, they'll show your products when somebody searches. But it's still highly, highly competitive because of how neat of an idea it is. There's a lot of people doing it, so it sounds great, and when you watch the videos, you get all excited. But at least with me, I didn't really have any luck. I thought I had some pretty cool stuff on the store. Tried to make stuff that would appeal to all different people, so that, you know, that somebody might not like this, but somebody else would like that or whatever. But anyways, that's how I got this shirt made, and that's technically where you could order it. So I'll try to put a link in the description, I guess. That's where I affiliate stuff goes, so I'll put it in the description. And I would only get a couple bucks, but it's not t-shirts. There's not a lot of profit on. It's funny, coffee cups. I think there's more profit on a coffee cup than there is on a shirt. But anyway, everything's a little different. But it is pretty cool. I don't know if anybody out there does it. If you do, let me know in the comments if you were able to be successful at it. Because I spent quite a bit of time on it and watched a lot of videos and stuff and tried to do everything right. But it's the SEO, which is search engine optimization, where it like ranks you higher. There's a lot to it, and to me that was the stuff that was like super boring that I couldn't really focus on. Like I had fun making up the designs and doing all that stuff, but when it comes to the stuff that actually probably makes you successful, if it's not interesting to me, like back in school, if it was something that didn't interest me, I couldn't retain it. I mean, if it was something that I was into, I could read it once and remember every bit of it, but that's just how my brain works, I guess. So, but anyways, yeah, I'll put a link if anybody does want one. They seem to hold up pretty good. I got a couple of them and been wearing them a lot. I like them. So anyway, if you do want one, just look in the description. I'll try to put the link. If it's not there, then that means something went wrong. But alright, I'm gonna switch gears and get to going on this thing. I was just gonna get started and this guy shows up. Maybe I can talk him into making these bumper brackets though. See how it still doesn't have a bumper? That's because he was gonna make some brackets for me and never did. There was somebody in the comments a while back asking when I do the back part to let them know how the spare tire bracket and the gas jug bracket went on, and this is how it's mounted. I'm assuming you can buy these, and I'm assuming they come with this because when I got this soft top, it's actually notched out for it, so I would think this would be stock. And then I don't know about the gas jug thing. That might be like an add-on, but looks like they just put 4 bolts in it to hold it on there. So I'm gonna take that stuff off. I got it out by using heat, but look what it did to the threads. That's crazy. Now I got 2 left, these guys right here, and I'm afraid oh, thank God it broke loose. Okay, is that his volume? Let's see if this one will come out. Doubt it. It's the last one. They never come out. Okay, come on, baby. Oh, it did. No way. That's nice. Alright, well, you know how it is, nothing's ever easy, so trying to loosen this guy. And whatever it is behind there. So I'm gonna have to pull that whole panel off. Well, this just got a whole lot more involved when I got this panel off. I think what happened, I think the bracket for the gas jug, whoever put it on there originally, tried to use this thin ass metal to hold it up. And it looks like they tried here with the bigger holes, and then on the second attempt with these smaller ones, they put a backing on it, some diamond plate. That seems to line up right there. They need to be a little bit bigger on the diamond plate side because we had to hammer them out. Anyways, nice, huh? So this just went from get it sanded up nice so you can wrap it to fix all kinds of crap. Anyways, I guess I better get started. I do have a plan. I'm gonna probably reuse this and use my fiberglass as much as you guys hate it, and then I'm probably gonna take this long, I think it's an 1/8 inch thick, and I'll bend 90 on it, put one over here, bolt it to the bottom, and then drill the 2 holes, and then do another one over here, and then it'll all get sandwiched together. Because even with that on there, you're still sandwiching it to this thin. It's still the downward force. Say that jug was full with 5 gallons of gas in it. That's like 30 pounds. Hitting bumps and stuff, it's just gonna tear right through this, whether it's got something sandwiched to it or not. So anyway, I think it needs something coming all the way from the bottom up. The spare tire deal, this is how they did it from the factory. I guess that's good enough because it doesn't look damaged, and it's been rocking around for 30 some years. So anyway, I guess I'll get started on this. What a bummer. to go stop the camera and it wasn't even going. I busted up my belt sander. It's a plug-in one, but the belt is supposed to be about that wide, and it's only about that wide, but I was able to kind of go back and forth and get some of the old Suzuki logo off and kind of flatten that a little bit. I just put a little bit on just to kind of get the little shards underneath. And then on this side, it's not very thick, just enough to kind of hold everything in place. What is going on here? Ugh, the tripod is going haywire. What the hell? There we go. Sorry about the light, it's almost dark. But, they had this piece and they're crooked. I don't think that'll... I'd like to flatten this a little bit, 'cause it's kind of shaped weird, but before I button this up, I think I want to kind of put some fiberglass on this and then just like put it there so it's all one, and then I'll come in with that 1/8" steel and do my little 90-degree brackets. So I'll have a leg here with 2 holes, and then a leg here with 2 holes, and then the bolts will just go through all of it. So, because I mean, yeah, I guess they did this when they tore the original, but like, even with this on there, it's still only being supported. You guys saw how thin that was. I mean, it is so incredibly thin. Can't believe the gauge of metal. This thing has dents all over it that I'm noticing after the wrap. I'm like, because it's a lot easier to see them when it's glossy, and there's just so many little dents everywhere. But I think that's probably what I'm going to do. And that should definitely be strong enough, and then I'll spend 10 hours trying to make that flat again so I can wrap it, and then it'll get covered up. But this sucks, because I'd probably be a good way through the sanding already if this was not messed up. All I had to do was sand it, prep it for wrap. Could have even potentially wrapped it tonight, but that ain't gonna happen. I'm trying to get cleaned up. It doesn't look like it, but look at this mess. And I've already put a bunch of stuff. I put the wheel and that, and then I put some other parts on the other side of the Jeep. But anyways, that's all the farther I've gotten. Alright guys, I got a brief break in the wind. It looks like it's still kind of windy, but it's not super loud. It was crazy there for a minute, but anyways, I hope you could tell what I did with the, I know it's kind of dark. Hopefully you could see it in the time lapse, but I took these pieces of metal, it's 1/8 inch steel, and heated it up and bent the 90s to make the feet at the bottom, and then screwed them in. And I was going to use this, but I don't see a point. It was on there crooked, and I don't know. I don't think it really would have helped anything. But with the fiberglass, it's kind of all one piece, and it's supported at the bottom, so that makes it a hell of a lot stronger than, I mean, you saw what it was to begin with, just the thickness of that trying to support 5 gallons of whatever. I don't think it never happened. Probably the first time they used it, it totally ruined the metal. So anyways, my plan is to go ahead and like paint that, and then I'll take a wire wheel to the surface rust and shoot that with rust reformer, and then I guess I could button this back up and focus on the fronts. Oh no, I can't do that. I gotta wrap it before I can push those bolts through and do the nuts from the backside. So, but I think I'm gonna end the video here, guys. Sorry we didn't get to wrap this piece, but this was kind of unexpected. A lot of extra work. So, but I will try to get. I'm gonna edit tonight, and then I will try to get another video out to you here in a few days of this actually being flat and smoothed out and wrapped. It's nowhere near smooth. I know it's hard to tell, but it's going to be a lot of work. So, all right, guys. Well, as always, I appreciate you watching, and I'll see you here in a couple days. Take care.